Hello, hello. Oh my God, drop your names in the chat. Hi, hi. Oh, this is so exciting. I never do these, but I think we're starting. So today we're doing the Limitless Entrepreneur webinar. We're going to be discussing creating and casting a vision that you are absolutely obsessed with. So this is like that dream life, right? And we're going to walk you through the steps. So that's the cool thing about the webinar is we get to take this topic and really, really break it down. I'm so excited. I love teaching. I love connecting. I love seeing how this implements you guys and how it affects you guys. And this is going to be amazing. So if you're excited to be here, drop in the chat. Yes, thank you. You're from TikTok. I love my TikTok people. I really do. I'm going to start doing these more often. I recently did a TikTok live. I'm doing this webinar. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, so I am going to share my screen and we are going to get into this. So thank you guys all for being here. I'm very excited. Let's see, let's see. Okay, so we are just going to present here. All right, so let's get into it. So the Limitless Entrepreneur. So this presentation is optimized for entrepreneurial spirits, owning a business, or that's something that is like near and dear to your heart, something you're looking forward to pursuing. So people who crave fulfillment, people who crave self-mastery, people who crave excellence, little hints on the side, you're going to crave fulfillment, you're going to be made for more, you're going to want more, you're going to know that you've always wanted more in your life. If that's who you are, then you came to the right place. So let's get into it. No fluff here, no fluff. We're going to get right into it. So here's the agenda. Read the stuff on the right. Know that this webinar is for you. This is for you to get super fucking crystal clear on what you want, why you want it, and what your dream life and business really looks like authentically to you. What is not just something you're super passionate about, but also aligned with. Now, I want you guys to take notes. I want you to have pen and paper out. I want you to underline, highlight, do whatever you have to do. Also, I'm going to challenge you here. Be as open and honest as possible. So we're going to ask some hard questions in here, and you're really going to have to look at your life in a very pragmatic, detailed way. It's going to be a little bit painful, can be a little bit harsh, but overall, massively transformational if you let it be. If you do the work, you will see the results. So let's get into it. This webinar, it's designed to empower you. It's designed for you to feel empowered, to take ownership of your life direction. All of the things that you have going on in your life and your business, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what's going well, what's going poorly, and how to fix it. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about where this is going and how to create and cultivate the success that you genuinely want. So the very first step in owning your power and living an authentic life is going to be in an assessment. And we're going to get into that. Now, fulfillment is my word. And I hope that I can influence you guys to do the exact same thing and let it be your word as well. Because fulfillment to me encapsulates everything that it is that you want in this lifetime. It encapsulates what you want in your relationships, what you want in your career, what you want in your business, what you want in your life. Fulfillment is the pair and the bonding of success and happiness. When you are fulfilled in your career, absolutely anything is possible. The levels of success, the levels of happiness, the levels of joy and peace and security and all of the things that we want, it is attainable. Fulfillment is alignment. Fulfillment is action. Fulfillment is the success that you desire paired with the happiness that you desire. Now, I did mention assessment. If you guys know from my TikTok, you know that I talk extensively about assessment. If you've worked with me, you really know. Because before we cast our vision for what it is that we want in our future, what it is we want for ourselves, for our business, for our relationships, for any aspect of our lives, we have to do an assessment. This step is crucial, and it is so often missed in the world of personal development and business coaching. If we don't know where we currently are, how are we supposed to know where we want to go? Never mind how to get there. Never mind in what time frame. It's essential. You need to know what it is that you're pursuing. You need to know the goal, but you also need to know you're starting. Where are you starting from? How is this area in your life looking? How does your business look? How do your relationships look? All of those things are part of the assessment. So here is the assessment. I wish I could print this out and give this to you guys. If you're in like my personal clients, I would. But for now, do this in your notes or do this in like your notes on your phone, your notes app, or do this and write this down. I like to write it down. It's just it's nice to put on paper. Sometimes you just have to put it on paper and just look at it. So the assessment is rating your life in the following areas. So we have relationships, we have your career and your business, we have your finances, we have your health and wellness, and we have your bucket list. If you follow me on TikTok, if you're part of like my podcast, a Live Tech Sarah production, you know what bucket list means. So bucket list refers to the bucket list goals that you have in life. These goals are all things adventure, all things travel, all things experience. Think experience, right? Like when you travel somewhere, you're experiencing it. Like the Eiffel Tower, you're traveling. You're going to, I don't know, like you're doing crazy. You're trying to bike ride in Australia. Like it's an experience. What are the things that you want to experience in this lifetime? Like one of my biggest ones that I want to do next is I want to go swimming in like the islands of Greece and the islands of Italy. So, what is your bucket list goals? First, you have to kind of have an idea of what that is. Um, but right now, we're just assessing how we're doing, where we're at. So, how happy and fulfilled are you in your romantic relationships? If you don't have a romantic relationship, feel free to just put friendships, family, whatever. How happy are you with your business? How happy are you in your career? How fulfilled do you feel in the role that you're playing in your pursuit of more, in the pursuit of your life purpose? How happy are you with your finances, your checking, your savings, investments, cash flows, all of these things, your health and wellness? I don't even want to say how happy are you. I want to say how energized do you feel mentally, physically, emotionally? How energized do you feel on a daily basis? That's also going to be connected to your business, to your life, to your purpose. Rate these areas 0 out of 10 and be brutally honest with yourself. I want you to understand that a 10 in this area is a lifelong goal. It is something that you're working towards. If you are a 7 to a 10, you are absolutely crushing it. You are doing so well for yourself. You are on your path. If we are lower than that, maybe we're getting there, maybe we're working there, maybe this is an area that you haven't started in your life. You haven't really progressed in, you haven't seen it be fruitful, you haven't put in the work. Don't feel like you can't give it a 0 or a 1. I want you to be so honest because it genuinely doesn't matter what anybody else in this webinar has for any of these areas. You are on your own path. You are figuring things out as you figure them out. You are learning skills. You are taking in information. You are doing self assessments just like this to propel you forward. And that's all I can ask for. And that's absolutely more than enough that you can ask for yourself. But be brutally honest, be very truthful, be very honest. Be very real with yourself. Where are you at in these 5 areas? And then what I want you to do is I want you to tally up those results and you're going to get a total. And the total is going to be out of 50, right? So this is like a life success percentage score. You add them up. In this case, you can just double them and it will be out of 100. And this is how you're doing. You know, do you have a 75? Do you have an 80? Do you have a 20? It's okay. It is okay. It is okay to not be where you want to be. The biggest thing is that you're here. You're here and you're listening to this and you're putting in the work and you're doing the things that are going to get you in a better place on this date a year from now. That's all you have to focus on. If you are doing the right things and you are putting in the work, then eventually these things are going to come to fruition. Eventually you're going to see the 2 in finances or the 2 in relationships. You're going to see that morph into a 3 and a 4 and eventually a 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're doing the work. Do not be down on yourself. This is essential. And like I said, especially in regards to your career and your business, I say career and business because I think it's career is all encapsulating, kind of, so to speak. Like it really encompasses every aspect of you as a business owner, and then also you as an individual, as a professional. Realize that these are lifetime scores. So you literally can only go up from here if you're doing the work. But in regards to your career and business, if you have really big dreams for yourself, and a 10 is a lot, it's big, it's scary, it's exciting. It's okay if you rank a little lower than, maybe somebody else's situation. Be honest and answer these where you feel you're at. The assessment is so huge. So many people miss this because the assessment leads you to creating a vision. You're able to assess what's going on, what's going well, what's going poorly before you even begin the goal setting, vision casting process. Now, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to envision the life of your dreams, right? So you need to unleash your creativity. You need to unleash some ambition here. You need to know that you are 100% made for more and there's more in you. And I think you know that. You wouldn't be here right now today if you didn't know that there was more out there for you and you're working towards it and you're doing the right things. But I want you to get creative. I want you to really envision your dream life. What is your dream? If there were absolutely no restrictions and no limitations, what type of life would you live? Maybe you've seen it in movies or on TV shows or somebody on social media. Who inspires you? What type of people move you? What type of people excite you? What inspires you as an individual? Because it's going to be different from every single person. What are some of the places you would go? Like we talked about, our bucket list goals, our travel, our experiences, the things that we want to see and try in this world, in this lifetime. What would you do? What would you eat? What would you experience? Who would you become? What is the dream version of you that's also living the dream life? These are essential questions. Write these down. Figure out what it is intuitively in your soul that excites you. What are the things you're passionate about? What are the things that if you didn't do at 80, 85, 90 years old, you would look back and you would regret deeply? I mean, deeply regret, hate that you did not do this thing, become this person, go to this place. What are the things that make this life a life worth living for you? All right, so first, we are going to have you visualize your dream life. Now, I have a little bit of an example up here. This is going to be subjective. Your dream life is going to look different than mine, and it's going to look different from everybody's in this chat. So ask yourself some of these things, the cute little sticky notes on the side. What do you want to feel? What do you want to feel daily, regularly? How do you want to feel? What do you want to become? What do you want to embody? What are the characteristics that you want to embody as you're pursuing this dream life? What type of life do you want to live? Like I was talking about in the last slide. What type of life excites you? What brings you to life? You have to ask yourself the right question. You have to know what it is that you really, really want. And when you think that you have it, how can you go deeper? How can you ask yourself, why is that important to me? How can you get this more vivid, more detailed? How can you make yourself more connected to the outcomes and the goals and the dreams that you have? I want you guys to write down what you want. And I want you to be very simple. I want you to pair it with pictures. Obviously, later, we're not going to do that here, but pair it with pictures, put it on your phone, make it your background, make it your computer background. Do whatever you have to do to make sure that you see these things and they excite you. So, like I said, this is a little synopsis of a dream life. Your relationships, they're fulfilling. Your finances, your investment, your career, your experiences, your give back, your charitable actions, your level of freedom and adventure and travel, time with family, quality of life. What does that look like for you? If you're listening to this on audio after the fact, what does that look like? All of those words that I just said, what does that look like in pictures for you? Where does that show up for you? What's jumping out as the most important, the heaviest on your heart? And of course, we're also going to do, let me just click to the next one. So we're also going to visualize the dream business. And the questions here, the prompts here, what do you really want to create? If there's something that you get to create in this lifetime, what do you want it to be? What is your legacy? What are you going to be known for? What are you going to put in work day and night to become? You know, so and so is known for this. Jared's known for this. Liv is known for this. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to be admired for? What do you want to bring to this world? And finally, what is your purpose? What feels like this is what I could do for the rest of my life? What feels good? What is your purpose? How do you connect your purpose and your business? And if you could achieve any of these things with a snap of your fingers, what would it be? These questions, right? Asking the right questions, they will guide you to deeper meaning amongst your goals. The pictures that we have over here, we're talking about community. We're talking about the impact. What do you want? What do you want to leave this world with? The worth. What do you want to be paid? The accolades. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to be recognized for? The biggest one, becoming your best self. What does that look like? What does the best self look like for you? What does that version of you bring to the table? What's different with that version to who you are right now? Once again, part of the assessment. Where are you at right now? Where do you want to be? You need to know those two, the starting point and the ending point, in order to make that connection, in order to make that change, in order to make that growth. Also, we have on here self-mastery, very tied to becoming your best self, but self-mastery in all areas of life, the things that are important to you, profits, scalability. What is it that you want for your business? Like I said, do this as well. Do this in regards to your life and in your business. You should have 2 vision boards for yourself. If you're physically making it, you can do it on one, but you should have 2 vision boards. One should be your dream business and what that creates in the world and what you do and all of the things that encompass that, while also pairing it with your personal life. What is it that you want? What do you want your life to look like? Your experiences. They're very different and they're also intimately connected. So I threw this in here because I always think this is I think this is hilarious. It's a clip from the Notebook, and I was going to play it, but then I was like, if I end up reposting this somewhere, I don't know if legally you can do, but it's a clip from the Notebook. And I know that it's been turned into so many memes, the what do you want memes. Anyways, we'll get into it. So Noah says, don't take the easy way out. Ali says, what easy way? There is no easy way. No matter what I do, somebody gets hurt. Noah says, would you stop thinking about what everyone else wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? He says again, what do you want? And she says, it's not that simple. And he says, what do you want? What I love about this is we can get so distracted on all of the outside factors and other people in our lives and other aspects of our lives that we don't give ourselves the second, the chance to figure out what we want so intuitively and so deeply. There are things in your life that if you do not do them, you will regret it forever. People you want to date, places you want to go, businesses you want to create, success, self-mastery. Self-mastery that you want to create. You know you're meant for more. That means you need to do more. So let's get serious. What do you want? I have 2 little notes here. Jot it down in your notes app or in an actual notebook. What they want. What do your parents want? What does your family want? What does society want? What do your friends want for you, for your life, for your business? And then what do you want? What do I want? Start asking yourself, if none of these people's opinions mattered, if nobody's influence matters, what is it that I want? I want you guys to get so simple here because it is that simple. What you want is simple. You just haven't been tapping into it. You haven't been acknowledging it. Therefore, you haven't been letting it grow. It is simple. What do you want? Now, on the next slide, I'm going to make you kind of condense that life statement into some goals. Goal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I want you to jot down your why. I want these to be quantitative goals. If you're heavy on building your business right now, the majority of these should be your business, but you should also incorporate some health goals, some wellness goals, some relationship goals, whether it's the relationship with yourself or the relationship you have with somebody else, it doesn't matter. But these are things that we always want to be working on, always want to be improving. Definitely do one on bucket list because I'm obsessed with bucket list and I love it so much. I just think that like nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about the bucket list goals as its own thing. But how are you doing with that right now? What is a goal that you have for the next 2 months, the next 12 months, whatever? Here we're going to do 8 goals, 8 goals that you'd like to complete in 2023. I want you to write them down. And I want you to tell me why. Why is this important to you? Why is this weighing heavy on your heart? Why do you care? What will this do to your life? And why is that outcome and that result important to you? Sometimes we overlook the things that we want most because we're not willing to do this work. This is the work that genuinely gets us where you want to go. And because so many of you guys are career business owners, I want you to do this as well. I want you to define your dream. And obviously on the screen, you can't really jot that down, but I want this to be one sentence. It's meant to be small and concise and to the point. I want you to define your dream. What is your dream life? Who have you become? What have you done? And what are you currently doing? Then I want you to define your purpose. What are you here on this earth to do? Sometimes it gives me the chills just thinking about it, but what is it that moves you? What is it that really gets you excited? What do you feel passionate about? And what do you feel purposeful about? Define your purpose. Now, with those two things, with the dream and with your purpose, what is your goal? What is your next best goal at achieving said outcomes? If you're living your dream, if you're living passionately in your purpose, what is the next big goal that you need to achieve, that you need to focus on? Because where our energy goes, where our focus goes, our energy flows. What is that goal? What is your focus? This should probably be like within a year to 3 years. A year if you're working towards it, 3 years if it's something that you're stepping into, but what is your next big goal on the pursuit of this dream life that you want? I have here, make this life the life of your absolute dreams. The goal is fulfillment. Like I keep saying, fulfillment is the pairing of success, like true beyond words success with happiness. That is all going to come from alignment and doing this work. Now, I added this in here, so this is a special little gift, a little sneak peek, so to speak, into coaching with Liv, what you usually get with me that I'm bringing here to you today. So we just did a bit of an assessment and an overview of where you're at and what's going well, what's going poorly, where you want to kind of spend your time and your energy to work towards, right? Here's some other things that I do in my coaching that are extremely impactful. So I'm going to give you some information and I hope that you take it and run with it. So the very first thing that we're going to get into is the 5 reasons you fail. Now, this is a little sneak peek. This is all words and I'm going to read it and we're going to move on. We're not going to do too much. But these are the 5 reasons that we typically fail as human beings. So the first one is avoidance, right? This is where you're avoiding the work. You are avoiding the tangible, imperative tasks and commitments, committing within yourself to ensure that this goal is met. This is going to look like being distracted and being busy versus being productive and intentional. You're avoiding the work to fill an emotional need. Usually that need is the fear actually of failure and wanting to avoid that feeling. You're scared. Second, escapism. You're avoiding the pain, the fear of trying something new, of being seen as a beginner, of making mistakes and being vulnerable. You fear trying and you feel failing. Therefore, you escape. You avoid it and you do not commit so that all of these things in your life stay the same so that they can stay comfortable and familiar. Which one are you so far? We got a couple more. Okay, so overcommitting is the third one. When you are somebody that is overcommitting and failing because of it, you have too many passion projects. You have too much on your plate. You lack focus because you are working towards way too many outcomes. And this could be from FOMO. I usually see it from people pleasing, but it could also be from fear and being scared to go all in on one thing. So you're doing all these other things to try to balance and kind of like come up with whatever it is that you're trying to do, right? All because there's a fear to go all in. You're distracting yourself with excess BS instead of focusing on the things that you really genuinely want to grow. So the fourth is poor planning and execution. If I'm going to be honest, the last two are the ones that I see the least, but this one I do see. The last one I see the least. So if you have poor planning, you lack a detail-oriented plan. That does not count. So a lot of people have a plan, but what I want to get into is the second part is what most people don't have. So people will have the plan, but that plan will not for their personality, their goal, and their intrinsic motivation style. Those are huge in creating a plan that creates energy. If you understand energy, you know what I mean. You need an action plan that's not just detail oriented and tells you step by step exactly what you need to do, but it also needs to be backed with this is how this person is motivated. Anyways, you're probably going to get that. Because of that, the plan was not effective, efficient, or outcome oriented. So once again, 5 reasons why we fail. The fifth one, you're not in love. You are not in love with the actual thing you're pursuing. Maybe you like the goal, but you don't actually like the process. You do not care for the work. And as much as that kind of sucks, it's just the truth. You have to love the process and the day in and day out. You can't just love the outcome. So usually this is just one where you're looking at a goal and you're like, oh, that sounds so great. Like, I'd love that outcome. Like, I'm gonna do that. Probably not. So I see that one the least. Avoidance, escapism, overcommitting, poor planning, and you're not in love. 5 reasons that we fail. Really ask yourself, in all of the areas of my life that I've pursued success, where have I fallen short and why? How does it fall into one of those 5 categories? Okay. All right. So I put in a limiting beliefs slide. If you know me, you know I am so passionate about limiting beliefs. I think that they are fundamental. I think they are the foundation. I think they're the building blocks of success. They're the internal belief systems and structures that dictate everything that you do, how you feel, the decisions that you make, the actions you take. When you master your limiting beliefs, you master yourself. Self-mastery comes so deeply from this, from working on limiting beliefs day in and day out and healing, firstly identifying, then healing these limiting beliefs. You will be absolutely beyond yourself when you realize how entangled these are in your life and everything that you do. And when you work on them, everything improves in your life as a direct correlation. So it's a really nice way of elevating your entire life. So instead of going too much on limiting beliefs, here are some examples. Because when you know what yours are, you identify them. You identify the root cause, the why, where does this come from, and then you heal. And during that healing process, you also want to have a strategy and a reinforcement, like a positive reinforcement strategy as to how to deal with them as they come up, because that's the practice, right? That's the actual work. So some examples. I don't have the right connections. I don't have the money. I don't have the team. I don't matter. Other people matter more than me. Very self-sacrificial vibes here. Sometimes woe is me vibes. You never know. But lacking value, it's selfish to care about me and my business and career. A lot of people were told that their shit isn't as important as somebody else's, right? Some more. I'm not capable. Why me? I don't know how. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not ready. I am not enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not skilled enough. I don't know enough. I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm too average. I'm just a girl. I'm just a guy. I'm not enough. There's already too many people out there. I don't know enough. There's too much competition. I don't have enough experience. All of these things will come up. Everybody has some variation of them, and everybody has a leading one. Everybody has a leading limiting belief that sneakily trickles into all of the things that you're pursuing. The sooner that you identify it, the sooner that you can go deeper and figure out where it comes from, the sooner you're able to heal and implement a strategy to combat this when you see it in real life, because you will see it, especially as entrepreneurs. You will see this when it is time to do the work, when it is time to go balls to the walls. These will come up. You will have fears. They will be backed by these limiting beliefs that you have perpetuated for an entire lifetime. Likely these were things that were planted in childhood by somebody else other than yourself that you adopted as your own. Now you walk around with the baggage of I'm not enough, or I'm not this, or I'm not that, because of those circumstances and scenarios. And you have created beliefs. And within those beliefs, you have created identity. Now, once you figure out those, the next stage that I take my clients in is the bulletproof blueprint. Now, I had said before on one of the slides how when you create a plan, the plan needs to account for a handful of things. It needs to account for your personality. It needs to account for your goals. Now, these are authentic goals. These are goals after an assessment. These are goals that are aligned with the dream version of yourself and the dream version of your business and your career and your life. They're not just random goals. Anyways, I digress. Very passionate. And also, you want it to be aligned with your intrinsic motivating style. That's huge. So here we are. Step one, know your vivid vision. Know your vivid vision, know the direction of your life, know the direction of your business and what you want to achieve. Step number two, know the goals. Know the very specific and tangible goals. Where do you want to be in a year? Where do you want to be in 3 years? Where do you want to be in 30 years? These should all be connected and they should all make sense. For example, where you want to be in 30 years, even though there's so much time and there's so much that can change, what you're looking for is balance and harmony, and you want these to be cohesive. You want them to work together. So your 1 year goal is to set you up for your 3 year goal, and your 3 year goal is to set you up for your 30-year goal. I think you guys are understanding what I'm saying here. But I just want to break that down because it's huge. The last is to know your order of operations, and that's where a blueprint comes in. Now, your bulletproof blueprint is going to come from really knowing yourself and doing all of the other stages of work and bringing that into the strategy process, because it's essential. It's essential for you to stay on the path and to create momentum and success in all of these areas of your life, knowing that they're all intertwined. The blueprint looks like that on the right. So you're going to have stage one and you're going to have stage 16. And maybe this is a plan for a year. Maybe this is a plan for 3 years. Maybe this is a plan for 6 years. Who knows? But you are going to have stages to this, and you're going to have deadlines, and you are going to have your order of operations. You're going to know exactly what it is that you need to do next. And why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up so that you guys know what it is that you need to not just run a successful business, but a successful life. In order to have a successful life, these are the stages that you're going to go through. So identifying the goal, the vivid vision, healing the limiting beliefs, creating that bulletproof blueprint, And I know I'm giving this away for free, but I love this stuff. I love teaching this stuff. And I think nobody does it better than me. And that's why I do a lot of one on one clients. But this is perfect because it gives you a good overview and some tangible things that you could really apply to your life and create massive transformation. And like, that's the biggest thing that I want. And this is kind of what you do, right? You create your plan. You have your 30-day goals, you have your 60-day goals, 90, quarter one, two, three, four, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. This is just a cute little thing. What do you want to accomplish in the next month? What do you want to accomplish by the end of the summer? What do you want to accomplish by the end of this calendar year? You need to know what you want and you need to know how to get it. You have to come up with that plan, and that plan has to be geared towards your success. And your success is your fulfillment, the bridge, the joining between like true success and also happiness, authentic happiness, aligned happiness. All of these things matter so much because this is your life. I think sometimes we forget that, like, we go through like the Monday, the Tuesday, the Wednesday, the Thursday, like we're going through the mundane activities, but realize that everything that you do is either building the version of you that you want or slowly but surely avoiding that version, being a different version that is one day going to regret what it is that we became or didn't become. If you have more in you, you owe it to yourself. Never mind if you have a service-based business, you owe it to your clients, but you owe it to yourself to push yourself to do more and become more. Now, here's some little cutie pie stuff that we absolutely love. If you have an interest of working with me in some, oh gosh, my computer almost just fell. That wouldn't have been good. If you have an interest of working with me at some capacity. So because you have completed this entire webinar, if you're hearing this on YouTube later, you're hearing this on a podcast later, or whatever, if you've listened to this, if you've jotted down the notes, if you've done this, you are somebody that is absolutely committed to self-mastery and creating a passion-fueled business and living a life of true fulfillment. That's why I want to extend this invite. So you are somebody that is looking for a clear and authentic direction for your future. If you're looking to just move forward with passion and confidence and consistency and working towards self-mastery, if you're somebody that is looking for a plan and a strategy, this may be something for you. The Limitless Entrepreneur Coaching Program. So we do 4 things to turn those dreams into a reality. Here's how we do it. So the very first thing that we do is we nail down your vivid vision. This is an authentic and aligned, in-depth version of what you want for your life, but most importantly, what you want for your business and your career. We literally spend the majority of our time in this lifetime on our business and our career. Let's make it worth it. So this is the very first step in creating the business of your dreams, the vivid vision. The next piece here. So once we've done the vivid vision, then it's all about anticipating the problems. Yes, of course, there are going to be obstacles. And as many of the obstacles that are going to be outside of you, the hardest and most impactful ones will be the ones that are inside of you. That's the limiting beliefs. When we work one-on-one or we work in groups and we work to heal these limiting beliefs, we begin to figure out who hurt you, how badly, and how you have perpetuated these beliefs and how they're impacting you present day, how they're impacting you right now, how they're impacting your business and your entire life and the trajectory of your life in the future. When we do that, we're able to move through conflict and problems and obstacles confidently and consistently. You no longer have these heavy internal demons that are holding you back. I hope that's making sense for you guys. The next piece is, obviously, I feel like you guys saw this coming, is the Bulletproof Blueprint Plan. I love this stuff. I don't think that people do business blueprint plans like this. Like, well, I am obsessed. So, like I said before, most business owners have an idea of where they're going, but they don't have a concrete one. And if they do have a concrete plan, It's not usually aligned with their intrinsic motivators and their true authentic vision for their business and their overall life. Every single thing, every single piece needs to be cohesive. And you need a plan that shows you the way, literally like a map with directions. Turn here, you turn here, bang a right at this light. You need it detailed, but it also needs to make sense for the individual executing. Meaning it needs to make sense as you read it, and it needs to motivate you intrinsically. Every single person is different. That's going to look different for everybody. Um, in this step, we're creating certainty, consistency, and commitment because we know that doing that gets results. Finally, the very last piece is me and the group. So not only will you have support and guidance and coaching from me, but you'll also build a community with people who are just like you, people who want to see you win, and people who will be here to support you through each stage in the program, as will I. I will be here to support you through every single stage in this program. You'll be able to ask any questions and get consistent clarification on all of the major big pieces going on. I want you guys to know that I'm doing the program with you. I want you to succeed, sometimes even more than you might want yourself to succeed. I'm here for the good days, the celebrations, and also for the tough ones where I personally help you walk through every bit of it. This program creates successful business owners with a detail-oriented, authentic plan for their business and their future. So basically, when you put all of those pieces together, those 4 pieces, what you have is a process that helps you create the business of your dreams, a fulfilling business, which is what we talked about before, which is extraordinary, successful dream type business paired with something that makes you genuinely happy. And I mean happy in the day to day while also being happy in the long run. It's a win-win-win in my book for you, for your business, and for your clients, consumers, whatever type of person you have. So as far as the structure and the how, so to speak, there's 2 options. One is basically what I mentioned above, which is group coaching. This is the Limitless Entrepreneur Group Coaching. The other is personal one-on-one clients. I'm pretty selective about that these days, but if that's what you think is the best option, then by all means, that's something that we can discuss and assess. Just book a call through my Calendly link and we can go for there. But if you're looking for massive transformation in yourself and in your business, and you want to reach new heights alongside other super successful entrepreneurs, then maybe the group program is something that would interest you. The Limitless Entrepreneur Coaching Program is a 6-week intensive group coaching program. Each week, we will have a module that breaks down the exact 4 topics I listed above. Then we will have a follow-up group coaching call where you get to learn and be coached personally by me on your business. The limiting beliefs, the strategy, cultivating the vivid vision. We go into everything. We also go into like intrinsic motivators and a whole bunch of other stuff that I mentioned on this and stuff that I did not. All of these things are geared towards creating transformation in yourself, in your identity, and in your business. And to make this process just super easy for you, the way that we do it is we schedule an intake consultation call. That's basically where you'll start the process. We'll do a brief intake over the phone, and then I'll place you in a group that fits your needs, your goals, and your stage in business. Once you enroll, you'll get a greeting email from me, very cute, with all the necessary information. I'll send you some personality tests because I love them. Everybody loves them. My clients love them. And basic tasks, and of course, a welcome video. In addition to that, you're going to know everything that you need to know about the program and the expectations that you have of me and the expectations that I have of you. Over the 6 weeks of the program, you will cultivate a detailed, motivating, inspiring, heart-centric vision for yourself, your business, and your life. You'll create a mission statement, and we will use that mission statement to create the bulletproof blueprint for how you're going to achieve your dream business. We will work to heal those limiting beliefs and use your intrinsic motivation style to propel you forward into the success that you've always wanted. Yes, it takes work, but nothing is going to happen miraculously or out of the blue. If nothing changes, nothing changes. You will be clear about all expectations, deliverables, and outcomes, and you will have the chance to ask any additional questions on the call. So do not worry, save your questions for there. If you're looking to build and create the business of your dreams, then this program is a fit for you. I'm looking for passionate and committed entrepreneurs who are looking to build their dream business that is based off of creating a lifetime of fulfillment. Now, the only thing left to discuss is the investment. Usually I save it for the call, but since you guys watched this entire program, which I appreciate and I hope you got so much value. You guys will have two options. So I think either option is an incredible deal. Like I said before, you are going to get so much in this. Not only are you going to get a community of people who are like-minded and passionate and ambitious, but you're also going to cultivate a detailed, motivating, heart-centric vision for yourself. You're going to be able to identify and heal your deepest and most impactful limiting beliefs. And together, we're going to create a bulletproof blueprint plan for you to achieve your goals and build the business of your dreams. So like I said, there's two options here. So you can pay in full and get it for $1,250, or you can split it into two payments, $650. Either works, both get you into the program and both get you incredible results. If you pay in full, you'll save $100. I think it's a nice little deal to show that initiative and action pays off. In order to do any of this, you must first book your consultation call with me. You cannot just sign up. I will not just take your money over this. You have to book a consultation call, the intake call with me. I'll throw the link in this chat right now. I'll also have it on my social media platforms if that's easier for you guys to access. And if this ends up going on my podcast or YouTube, I'll throw it in the description of anywhere that I put it as well. Book now so that you can join the next group of the Limitless Entrepreneur Coaching Program in the pursuits of building your dream business in the next 6 weeks. I am so excited for you guys. If this is an opportunity that you take advantage of, it will absolutely be worthwhile. I love this program. We have such success. And I swear, not only is your business transformed in this 6 weeks, but also so are you. The level of self-mastery and confidence and just feel good that you get from it is incomparable. So like I said, book the call now. There is a QR code if you are looking at the webinar. There is a link as well if you'd like to type it out. I think it's like live breakthrough consultation call, intake call, something like that. If not, I will link it wherever maybe you're hearing this. Like I said, go check it out. I can't wait. Thank you guys so much for joining the webinar today. I seriously look forward to talking with you soon. Bye.